What was your actual second question?
No, that was
Oh, that's
favorite.
it.
The worst and favorite.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
You guys answer that question. What's your worst part about your relationship?
I think we went over that.
Yeah.
The arguing sometimes?
No, that was one day
Can I make a comment?
about us.
Yeah. Maybe this is wine and like disregard it. Why that surprises me.
What, that everyone has so
Yeah.
Honestly, it surprises me
because-
too.
Is
Yeah.
it because of our personalities?
Yeah.
Yes.
Or is
I
it
thought
because
you-
of our personality?
Yes. Yeah.
Word.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought you'd be a lot yellier as
Yeah.
a person. And that's also because, again, how you treat me. I just assume you treat that other people that way. But then I'm also have realized, too, as I've gotten older. But also, you yell when you play video games, too. Does that count? Because you've definitely yelled at Josh playing League before.
Put it on the phone.
Does that count as yelling? Because you
I
are
haven't yelled at Josh
a menace playing League.
I've yelled at other people while Josh was playing with me,
Oh, okay.
but I've never yelled at him for League.
For
I thought
League
that-
specifically, no, but here's my camera. But we'd be doing something,
Yeah.
playing games, and he'd be playing League, and he wants to vent to me, and I just don't hear him, or I don't say something, or I say something in a weird way that hits him.
That happened like last week.
Yeah,
I heard it.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I'm like, I literally can't hear you most of the time.
So does that count?
Because that happens.
What does that count as?
I mean, that's not yelling, it's an argument, though.
Yes,
Because I'm not yelling.
I think Daisy would consider it yelling because
Yeah.
there's heavy attitude.
It was very sassy.
Yeah, I don't fuck with attitude or sass.
Yeah.
Because the moment that happens, like my
Tolerance.
tolerance goes out the fucking window. My not respect. What is the word? My
Patience.
Definitely.
patience goes out the window. But I will match to your same energy.
That's
Yeah.
That's what
Yeah.
Josh does.
Yeah.
I do too, and again, not the greatest thing, but he won't respond any other way in my head. So I'm like, I have to match it now.
Yeah.
Because
I just think he respects you. I don't think he respects me. I
well,
think
you're,
that,
you're his brother.
yeah.
It came from that couch.
Yes.
But
Dang, Stacey got him for me.
I think it was probably that moment. No, I have a different moment. That was his worst moment.
Yeah, what's your-
The first trip we took with your friends.
Oh yeah, you were crying.
Oh, what happened? What happened? I know, so nonchalant. Yeah. Oh man,
Yeah, you were crying.
you were a wreck. That
Yeah.
sucked for you.
Wait, well, I don't want to go over all the details.
That's
but,
fine.
Okay.
but basically, we got there. My idea of how a trip would work. So there were 3 couples and 3 single people. And there were...
Yes. I'm
Calculating.
trying to remember who was there.
Is this one Evie was still with what's his face?
No.
Oh, this was after that.
I've never gone anywhere with what's his face.
Yeah.
And so my idea was there were 3 queen or larger size beds.
Mm-hmm.
I figured those would go to couples because couples want to sleep in the same bed.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
But we had gotten there and they told us that the only 2 options were the room with 6 twin beds in it. It was like a little enclave that had 2 beds in 1 cubby, two, with a little space in between each. Very much just to hold a lot of people in the place.
Yeah.
Because it was a 4-story house.
Oh wow.
All of them both, or 1 up and then 2 in the ground, or in the mountainside. Because we could see outside from.
This is at Big Bear?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Arrowhead.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And they had told me when I got there, so I didn't know that it was this way, but it was first come first serve for bed. And so we had got there last because he had to work his whole day. So we were like, okay, well, he left a little early, and then we left and we got there last. And they told us that one of the single people had taken the king size bed.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
to
that's
me.
not.
And
That's
I
so
was
disrespectful.
like, what the fuck? Because
Yeah.
she's also not a big person.
Yeah.
And a lot of us were bigger, but like Josh and I aren't small people.
Yeah. Well, I think either way, the single person should not take the
that does
biggest
not
bed.
make sense in any realm. Like,
Yeah.
she doesn't need it because like she doesn't fit in a twin bed. She doesn't need it because she has somebody else.
Yeah.
Turns out it was one of the other couples had that bed, which was the nicest suite in the house. And I still wish I got to at least take a bath in the tub because it was like a jacuzzi. And I was like, I need this right now.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I was downstairs on the B2 floor in Pokemon terms.
Yeah. I'm thinking map in a video game.
And I was upset because I was kind of saying like, well, that's not fair.
Yeah.
But he wasn't like defending me or anything. It just seemed like he wanted to keep the peace with his friends and was like, you know, no, this is the way we're doing it. Like, suck it up, buttercup.
Yeah.
And so I just felt like he didn't care about me.
Yeah.
At all. And then so I was crying downstairs in the shower.
Oh.
And he left, and he never came back. And I'm like, he doesn't even notice.
So
he doesn't care.
Here's the thing about that. And I explained to him afterwards, and it's like, you should know this, like, but I didn't. But it was the thing where I asked him, it's like, hey, do you want me to be here? And he said no. And so I walked away.
Right.
And then he's upset.
I don't remember saying no explicit. I said, I don't want to make you be here. Like,
Which means be here.
I wanted it to feel like you wanted to be there and console me, and not, I want you to be here because I told you to be here.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Because that doesn't feel like you care about me. That just feels like you're doing whatever I tell you to do.
Obligation.
Right.
And then, so with that in mind, my mindset, because when I'm upset, I just want to be left alone. That's my thing. So I was like, he probably just needs a moment to be by himself, and I'll come back to see on him, which I did. I did come back at some point.
Felt like forever.
Oh yeah, well, you
I don't know
so
how long it
emotional.
actually was.
It was 15 minutes.
Yeah.
And then I cried a lot in that time.
Oh yeah.
And then after that, he came down, we talked a little bit. I fell asleep for like 12 hours. And then I woke up, and it was okay, but it was weird after that.
Yeah, he was not having a good time throughout the whole thing.
I mean, it was okay, but it felt weird because I basically disappeared for 12 hours. I don't know if anybody heard me or knew what was going on.
I have no clue either.
So, yeah.
That's pretty rough.
Yeah.
But yeah, I can see that as your darkest moment in our history.
Okay, now reverse. What's the best moment?
Best.
Well, did he go? Well, I guess he kind of
I explained my dark history
That
with
other-
you. Yeah, to the point of being like so frustrated with you for asking you to do a simple task in my head, obviously not in your head sometimes, but that I need to get this emotional for you to act on it.
Yeah, because to me,
It's not a big deal.
my organization is very cluttered to him,
Very.
and it gives him anxiety.
And I had asked him to do something, and he's like, oh, I'll get to that. And I told him, like, can you do this for me right now? And he's like, why does it always have to be on your terms? And that threw me out over the edge.
Yeah.
That would throw me over.
Yeah, that threw me over the edge. I'm like, and then I got so frustrated with him. I started crying. He did the thing, and he's like, I didn't know this meant so much to you. He's like, it shouldn't have to get to this point. I'm asking you to do something, and sure, you can say like, hey, can I do this
That one
in
tasted
a
like
moment?
medicine.
And that's fine. But you think like I need you to do things in the moment, and not all the time. I don't need you to do something in the moment all the time, as much as you think so. But yeah, that
is switching.
But yeah, that's
Your forehead switching?
Yeah, like right here is like.
That's funny.
He's stressed.
Sorry.
yeah, but that just threw me over the edge, and that was like my biggest frustration with him. It's like I can't talk to you because you think that everything has to be on my terms, and in reality, everything is on your terms.
Yeah.
And that's how I felt like it happened.
I did explain to him that a lot of this comes from mom and dad, because when they ask you to do something, they mean ASAP right now. I don't care if you're in the middle of something else. You get off your butt and do it, or you don't care about me or this family.
Oh, yeah. Stories about that for another time.
Is that why you're sensitive to like?
Being told to do things.
No, well, like he constantly will say like everything's on your time.
Probably, but I also
that is
feel
such a
like
common
everything
phrase
is
to
on your
say.
time.
That's a common
I don't
phrase
think I've
between
said it
two.
as much since that conversation.
You're getting really hot.
I know, me too.
No.
But also,
I agree with you.
we've definitely shifted some of the way we do things.
Sure,
And
sure.
I think it's
I love that.
I've
in
also,
some way better, in some ways he'd probably just say he just keeps it to himself now.
I do keep things to myself. Because as I told you, and it's not the nicest way to say it, but as I told you, on certain cleanliness, I give it up on you.
Yeah.
Which is not the nicest way to say it, but in reality, that's what it is. And
You're picking and choosing your battles.
yeah. I'm just like, I can't. I'd rather not be frustrated with asking you to do something and not have it be
It
done.
just never gets done, yeah.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Word.
But yeah.
Yeah, because like I cleaned up so much stuff before these two came over today,
Mm-hmm.
and he's kind of like, why can't you just do this for me?
It's true.
It's fair.
I did say, like, no, I get it. Like, they're more worthy of your cleanliness than I am. Right
It's just
now.
because we're guests. It's
It-
mostly
that's
because
exactly
of her.
what it is.
It's mostly because of her. Because you know when I come over,
Not doesn't
sometimes
like
things get tidied up. Most of the time, it's probably more or less the way it would look the night before.
Well, so most of it,
Which is fine. Like I'm not complaining. I get it.
it
but
wasn't
like,
even necessarily for guests or anything, because I think Daisy's even come here while it was kind of messy. But it was like I wanted to finish these and put them up because I wanted them in our podcast background, because I was like, that completes this wall that I've been working on for a long time. So I had to clean up that table because everything was underneath other stuff.
yeah.
And then I had to clean up this whole area so I could set it up for the podcast. Like, I just wanted everything to be ready.
Yeah.
And to do that, I needed to clear all this space. And then I had some extra time, so then I took out all the Christmas stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But it wasn't necessarily for them over you. It was, I want to finish this for the podcast, and this space needs to be clean for the podcast.
Yeah. I have a reason to do it now.
Yeah.
That
me
and it
asking is
needs
not
it
good
kind of
enough.
needs to be done now.
Because I've always worked better off of like a deadline or something else kind of forcing me to, instead of
That
like,
doesn't come from you, though.
huh?
That
No,
doesn't
they
work
can't be
with
not self-imposed deadlines either.
Because I've asked you, like, hey, and you do this. I get you're playing something, can you do it by today? And then you just don't do it.
Okay, most of the time I forget.
Word.
My statement's still true, though.
Because it would be the same with mom and dad when they're like, can you feed the dog? And I'd be like, okay, when this game's done. By the time the game's done, I forget you even talked
That's
to
the
me.
thing too that I was gonna
But-
mention is because mom and dad are very much like when I ask you to do something, you do it then, and I would always do it, and I feel like Ian would not, and then to me it would come across as like there's no
Defiance.
retribution for that
Oh.
and defiance. But then, like, mom will get mad, but, like, there's no consequences. But then I feel like if I didn't listen in that moment, boy, howdy, will hellfire rain down on me.
Because there's a different level of expectation.
Exactly, yeah.
That's what it is.
Yeah, but I would constantly forget, like doing the dishes, doing any type of chore, because mom would come and ask, and then I'd be like, okay, when this game's done, or when we're done doing this thing in the game, because I wasn't playing League at the time.
Yeah.
But
I think that's partially why you understood the most when I had, like, my crying meltdown. It's like, oh, there's a consequence now that happened. It wasn't directed towards you.
Yeah.
It happened to me. But, like,
Yeah.
there's something that happens if I don't necessarily, like, do the
it wasn't
task.
like a quirky problem; it was like a real problem.
Yeah, it became so serious.
Well, I
to
think
you.
that's what
But-
frustrated me so much too is because there wouldn't be consequences. I mean, dad would yell, mom would get mad, but like there was no consequences. I feel like if I did something wrong, my computer's gone. You know, like
Yeah.
I would get real consequences. Well, I won't define it as real, but I would get tangible consequences. That's not just being yelled at.
Yeah.
And then that wouldn't the same, and it would be if I didn't do one thing one time, I would get a consequence, whereas you consistently wouldn't.
Yeah, but like you said, it's like
It's
different
expectations,
But
yeah.
also, I don't think forgetfulness is a justifiable excuse.
Yeah,
I agree.
yeah.
Like I think that there's like oh, this is such a harsh word and I hate using it, but like I think it's a
Oh man.
no, but I think it's like weaponizing competence. Like you're choosing. It feels like I don't know. It feels harsh.
Incompetence feels
Yeah,
harsh,
like
yeah.
what? Like it's like you know that this is a problem. You know that you'll likely forget, but you choose not to do anything about it anyway. And like
I mean, I still haven't learned how to deal with that.
Yeah.
And it's not for lack of trying. I've tried a lot of things. Like, even with schoolwork and stuff, I would forget till the last minute. But it's, as soon as the deadline was approaching, I was like, oh, yeah, I have to do that.
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
Yeah.
After talking to, like, my psychiatrist and stuff when we were talking about possibly having ADHD, everything he said, like, and I think forgetfulness is a thing for that. And I know Mom will say I don't have ADHD. She doesn't believe
Mom
it.
is so like opposed to that because she, after you've been doing the testing and stuff, she's asked me like, well, do you think you have ADHD? And I was like, honestly, I think it's a good possibility. I'm like, and Daisy thinks I do.
I really do.
And she is qualified to like,
I really think you do.
to answer that. And she's like, well, I had you tested when you were kids, and the doctor didn't think so. Blah 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 blah. And I was like, well, I
that's
know.
when they expect you to be like hyper
And
like,
bouncing off,
immediately.
and she would say
Well,
that she's
and I
like, well,
think
you
the-
weren't bouncing off the walls.
The
And I was like,
definition of ADHD, and I talked about this with Mom, is like it's changed a lot from when we were kids. Because when we were kids, it was definitely a focus on the H, the hyperness. Like
yeah.
you can't sit still, you're fidgety, you're bouncing off walls. And like I've always been fidgety. Like
Yeah.
the funniest moment I've had with my psychiatrist is that he was asking me all these questions about ADHD. He's like, how often do you like play with things while you're talking to people? And I just held up whatever was in my hand because I had been doing
Like always playing
this
with
or
something.
whatever, and I was like all the time.
Same.
It's so funny too, because like after you like have these things like, oh yeah, forgetfulness and all these stuff are like symptoms of ADHD. He like looks at me, he's like, does that make things a little better? It's like absolutely not.
No.
It's so bad in my head.
Well,
I mean,
to
for
continue
me,
with
it's nice
your
to have an answer or a
Yeah.
reason.
Sure, for you.
Because then you can also, I feel like it helps you learn to work on it or cope.
Sure.
Or get medicated.
No, I get that.
But with partners, that like even like when I started testing people for ADHD, one of the main resources we give was to family members and to partners to help work together. Because like being with someone who has ADHD is very difficult because it could feel like this is personal to me. Like you are forgetting because you don't care about me, or you like are not doing tasks because you don't like care about me, when really it's not that. It's like we have to meet.
It's really not.
It's not, no.
Like we have to meet their executive functioning, like where they're at. And like it's fucking frustrating though. It's annoying.
It is.
It's annoying as hell because it does feel that way. It does feel like you don't give a shit about me.
To me, it's never like he doesn't give a shit about me. I've never had that thought cross my head. My thought is like, you just really genuinely don't care about that task. You don't care about it enough to do anything about it because it is not your problem.
That's good you don't internalize it.
No.
Can't relate.
Yeah.
No, to me, it's just like, he just does not care about
Can't
everything.
relate.
To the point where he will avoid it at all costs. And I'm just like, you can't avoid it for forever.
I've never been good at doing things I don't want to do.
Yeah.
That's fair.
And
I think
every,
that's a big factor in ADHD though.
every time he wants to do something, he like wants me there on the side.
Yeah, well, because it's funny. I watched a TikTok that's a coping mechanism for ADHD is that sometimes you just need somebody to be there with you while you do a task instead of like doing it by yourself. Because like I used to always ask Mom to like just come sit with me or hold the trash bag, and I'll pick up everything in my room and throw it in there. And we would do that maybe like every other week or whatever, and that's when my room was probably the cleanest. And that was just the way that. Like, once it built up enough to me, I would be like, can you just come stand here and hold the bag?
Which is so funny to which is so funny to me because I'd always be like, to me, I'm like, why is Mom helping him with this stuff? Like, why is Mom doing the dishes with him? Why is Mom helping him take? I have to do all that on my own. Nobody's helping me with the dishes. Nobody's helping me with the
Mom
trash
and I had
can.
secretly found out how to
Yeah,
work with my
but to me, I'm just like,
ADHD.
to me, my perception is Mom's basically doing it for you and is like forcing you to pick up your trash, is forcing you to do the dishes, and she's doing them with you. And I get like that what you're saying, that it's like just having someone there helps it. But to my perception growing up, I'm like, well, Mom just does everything for him, and like she doesn't get mad at him for not doing it, and she has to be there for him to do it. Meanwhile, I have to do it on my own, and I'm again expected that you take out your trash and you take it out, you do the dishes and you do all this stuff on your own.
Your ADHD is just different from mine.
That being said, I will say with Ian, there are several moments where he will assign a task to someone else.
Oh, he does that all the time.
He has his manager mindset.
This is what doing cooking or doing anything with Ian is like. Is he just delegates, and then Josh and I do everything else, and then he walks away.
I do things.
You do
sometimes.
Don't listen. I don't want to like say that you don't do nothing.
Right.
But a lot of the time you give tasks to other people, and God forbid we're doing our own tasks. And you come up with
or
something.
and it'd be simple things too, right? Like there's like trash to throw away, and he's like, throw this away, and it's like, you freaking throw it away, dude. The trash can's right there.
You do it a lot.
Oh yeah, he does. Yeah, he does.
A lot.
Yeah, he does.
And everyone in your family could say that.
Yes.
You do that a lot.
Yeah.
Because the amount of times that we're in the middle of like doing dishes or whatever, and you just walk away to have a conversation with your mom or whatever.
Oh yeah, that happened at Thanksgiving.
And I'm just like, come back here. We need your
Yeah,
help.
me, Auntie, and Josh were in the kitchen, like all doing the dishes and cleaning up, and Ian just goes and sits next to Mom and talks to her, and we're just like, come help us, like we're all we have to clean
so
up.
for Thanksgiving, I was asking her a specific question, and then I asked her if she needed her ice pack. I went and got the ice pack right back, and then I was making sure she was okay, and led the conversation.
And then sitting there talking while we're cleaning
And I
up.
didn't think anybody needed me.
Oh, I called you.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he did.
I called you. Like, hey, come back here.
And you were like, what?
Yeah, like, oh God, it's always on your time.
I did not say
No,
that.
that's the joke. But like,
But they did ask us what were our favorite moments of our relationship.
Oh yeah, we should get back to that.
what's yours?
What's
I'm
yours?
trying to think.
I'm trying to think.
I'm trying to think of mine too.
How are you?
I think my favorite moment was the first time that we said I love you.
Aww.
I remember that you
When
had just
did we
cut
do
my
that?
hair.
Yeah, because like we had been
10
hanging out
years
for
ago.
like a long time. We were like going back and forth, and I was like in the middle of cutting his hair because this is the time where I was doing a lot of things as active services for him.
This is 2 months after we started.
Ooh, what are your
like,
love
updating
languages? We'll get to that later.
We'll get into that.
Wait, yeah, real
Yeah,
quick.
yeah.
But let me tell. But yeah, I was just cutting his hair, and we were talking somehow because God knows that razor's right up in his ear and can't hear shit from each other. That's just a. We're deaf as hell. But
is,
I
especially.
was like shaving, and we were like talking about. What was I talking about? I think I was saying like, oh, I've never been the person who's been asked to be a boyfriend. I've always been the person to ask people to.
Did you ask him?
You did it?
Yeah, but that was 2 months prior to that.
No.
Yeah.
It was
We said I love you in
We're
August.
saying love you.
Yeah.
We said I love you in August, right before I left to go to South Dakota.
Huh.
And then we met like May 20th or something, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's like right before Mom's birthday.
Mm-hmm.
And then
She
we
loved
made
that.
it official a month later. Because he had mentioned like a week before, he's like, nobody's ever asked me.
Sure.
And this was in my apartment when I was bringing things
Yeah,
down.
we were
Every
on-
time I brought things down, I could see him.
Mm-hmm.
We were on his little air mattress for the time he asked me to be his boyfriend. And then
And then
later
2 months
on-
later, he was cutting my hair before I went to the concert and left for like a week.
Oh yeah, the Hella Mega. That's right. Yeah.
It was just a pure moment where like I was just cutting his hair and I looked at him and was like, he's so cute. He's so cute. And then he said like, I love you. It's like, I love you too. I was thinking the exact same thing.
That's
It was very
nice.
cute.
That's so cute.
Yeah, that's nice.
Very early memory.
Mm-hmm.
When did you guys say I love you?
Oh, I have
Don't
no
remember.
idea.
It's been too long.
Since one
So
week.
much has happened in between then.
Wait, you remember all other things, but we don't remember that.
I do remember a lot. Yeah, you don't remember anything.
Yeah.
You guys were also very young, I'm assuming.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Well, I mean, it was definitely within like the
Ours was
first.
3 years ago.
Yeah, it was definitely within the first like 6 months for sure.
Yeah,
Probably
probably
like
first month.
first 2 or 3.
You don't think so?
I don't remember, but I'm guessing 2 to 3. Like sometime, cause like we started dating in like April, right? And then so probably like by summer for sure.
Did we say it over the phone?
Who said it first? Do you know?
Probably.
think he did.
You think? Probably, yeah.
I think it was over the phone.
You think so?
I think we were like
I honestly don't
on
remember.
the phone talking, and I think you said it.
I would believe that.
Oh, I have like vague memory, like in the back of my head.
I don't have any memory, so I believe
Oh.
you. Whatever you say is truth.
But yeah, Yeah. Wait. Okay. Love languages. Wait. Before that, is anyone else drinking more wine, or am I the only one
still
staying?
sitting.
I'm tapping out.
If I have
for now.
to drive later, I'll tap out too. But
Really? Are you feeling it?
I'm not. But like I
He
can't
doesn't
drink
want to.
more because then I'll probably start.
He doesn't want to. We'll drink more later.
Okay.
It's true.
Did you really? Wow, good for you.
Yeah, he's almost
Beautiful. Nothing. Are you? Wait. When we do the next thing, are you? Well, can we fill a glass again?
Yeah,
Okay.
of course.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. Wait, that was my favorite. What was yours?
Oh yeah.
Unless it's the same thing. It could be.
Copycat.
I mean, I wasn't thinking of that. I can't think of like a specific moment, but one of my favorite things is just he does a lot of things when I'm not here, like just a lot of little
Acts
things.
of service.
Yeah, because that's his love language. His number one love language.
That's what I love to do. Like I can't express things sometimes because my mind just goes in different directions. But showing you something that I can do, regardless. Like I used to clean your dishes all the time at your old apartment
Mm-hmm.
because he hated dishes, but I was like, I'll do it for you. And so like he'd be like in the middle of like work or whatever because he was like working late, and I'd be like,
Yeah, because I'd always leave my dishes till Friday, and then I just wash them all.
it's gross in my head.
I mean, when I have dirty dishes, I just wash them and then I put them away and I'm done
Well,
with
I
it.
had a dishwasher, so I just.
Which sucks.
I hate dishwashers. Can we? Well, that's
No,
a
I have
different
question.
tangent.
No, I don't want to go on a tangent.
No, I'm saying that's a different. But I
okay.
don't like dishwashers.
But yeah, and just like the little things he does for me because he knows I hate them. Just remember that he loves them.
I always park on the side of the wall because that's probably going to be the hardest part to park into. So it's an easy spot to park
That's
into.
cute.
I feel like I express with acts of service as well.
You think so too?
Mm-hmm.
That's
Like I take out his trash, or I get her water,
Yeah.
take out her trash,
You
do
are-
her laundry
Most
for
of the
her.
time I do ask you to do that when I'm in my handing out tasks mood.
Yeah, but I do
But he
it.
does do it.
In your
Yeah, and I don't
task
complain
area.
about it.
No.
And I'll take out your boxes. If I see boxes, I'll just take them out if I'm
We
going
had
out.
a whole stack here earlier,
Oh,
and
yeah.
I was like, Ryan would be so mad if he gets here, and I'm gonna ask him to pick out the box.
I'll put down it. I don't care.
I
I do it all the time.
I'm like, boom.
He took a giant stack.
Wait, I
He
want.
broke down on the boxes and took them out.
I want to know what I do that makes you feel loved. Do I do anything?
Did I ever make you feel
I'm
loved?
sure there's something. I'm not there for the relationship to know.
Hey, you think
Like, are you
about-
talking about the past or the present?
What do I do that makes you feel loved?
Is this my camera?
Is your camera?
What do you do that makes me feel loved? I feel like each shut up.
Does he do
When he finally cleans after himself. No, but you're always like giving me like these little like knickknacks or whatever that are cool looking. I'm like, oh, that's so cool.
it? Oh, yeah.
No, honestly, sometimes you just find something like I hate this, and I'm just like, that's so cool. It's like, here you go, it's for you. I'm like, oh, that's cute.
Oh yeah.
You do make him a lot of things.
furniture.
Yeah.
Gifts.
Gifts. Ian is a big gifts person. She's a big gifts person too.
I don't know what this falls under, but like, you're one of the funniest people that I know. And then each time you do something silly, I'm just like, I got it right there. That's my guy right
That's
there.
cute.
That's cute. I like that.
He has many things that he does that, because he doesn't think about it, he just does things that are like, it's so natural. He just does things to be himself, and it's so cute and adorable and funny.
Mm-hmm.
And like the biggest one that I remember that made me die laughing was like, yeah, I must now leave, stage left, and my direction is mouse. And he just walks out.
I don't think I said the last part. I just did like this to leave,
And you're like,
and then it's like, oh my
direction
god,
is
my direction is not.
And it was the most hilarious thing about it. I was dying.
That's pretty funny.
I'm like, oh, that's so funny. I don't know what that falls under.
He also just loves when I put things on my head,
You do
like
like
a
that.
hat.
Yeah.
Like at one, like I'll wear anything as a hat.
That's true.
Anything is a hat if you try hard enough.
Yeah, like,
That's
and
really
I think his favorite is probably when I put the bow tie, so that it's
Ah,
like on the top of my
because it
head.
looks like he had a
Classic.
cute little bow on.
That's
so
cute.
That's pretty
I'm
good.
trying to, because I have many photos of him with just random hats on, and one of them is my screensaver, but they cycle through,
Nice.
so I don't know if I can find it. I'll find it at some point.
Nice.
Okay, so what does he do that makes you feel loved and vice versa?
Oh,
During your
listen
relationship.
to my rants on a daily basis. Is very what's it called? I don't say available, but like he'll be there for me at any hour of the day.
She has called me in the
I've
middle of the
called
night
him
several
at like
times.
3 a.m. He will always answer. I think he's the. This doesn't sound horrible. Not horrible, but I think no. I think he's the one person that I trust with my like whole being.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
It's cute.
Yeah.
It's nice to have that kind of
Yeah.
person.
Yeah. Your turn.
Samesies?
Well,
she calls me in the middle of the night because she needs me.
yeah. I think nowadays, hold on.
Find the words.
And he did that during your relationship too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, whenever she would, because
Yeah.
she would
Yeah.
go out.
Yeah.
She would go out drinking with her friends a lot, and it'd be like 2:30, and she'd call me drunk, and I would answer every time.
No, yeah, he's.
Yeah.
She'd be like,
Yeah.
can you come pick me up?
No, she wouldn't. She'd be like, I'm peeing on the side of the
No, I
road.
wouldn't.
Kayla, where are
Oh,
you?
yeah, I did do that.
Yeah.
Okay, anyways, go ahead.
Yeah. I'd be like, okay, bye, and then she'd leave.
And you're
Yeah.
like, all right. That was
Like-
an erection.
Okay. Yeah. What do you do?
You can't come up with anything.
I think you're really good at giving very thoughtful gifts. I think that you care about me and like how I present myself. I think you've changed my style in a better way because I think that you understand me.
Yes.
I think that you've always been very supportive of me,
Yes.
even when I'm not supportive of myself.
Yes.
Yeah.
Dude, did I do nothing?
What did I just say?
What did you just say?
What did I just say?
But that feels like, I don't know, that feels like superficial.
Sometimes it has to be superficial.
I don't think it's superficial. I mean, I think like obviously changing my style and like, but like that's because you understand me and you're like, this is what you need. These are the clothes you need. You know what I mean? Or like, again, giving me like a gift, like the poetry book. Like you paid attention and you were like, oh, he likes doing this. These are his poems. I'm gonna like make a book for him and give it to him.
That's only times you feel loved.
And
This is
your
a
constant
takeaway.
support. But like, let's be honest. Like, you don't remember anything of our relationship. Like, you don't always
No,
listen to
what
me.
about-
I think you're getting a lot better at
Now
that.
I do.
Yeah, I think now you're getting a lot better at that. But yeah, I
I
mean,
suck.
during our,
No, don't say
it
that.
was.
He did say you were
yeah.
selfish.
Yeah.
No, we're talking about now.
No,
No,
now.
I was talking
yeah.
about during your
He was
relationship.
talking about all of it.
Oh.
So like when we were together like that, and even now, like I think you like the gifts and like you pay attention to that, and I think you're getting better at listening to me. But like also a lot when we talk, even nowadays, she talks, I listen.
Yeah, but you're okay with that.
I am okay with that. But what I'm saying is like you don't ask, and you are nowadays a lot better at asking like, how are you? How was your day? What was your work like? Instead of talking for 2 hours and then
Yeah.
being like, okay, I'm done, bye.
Yeah.
Because that's a lot of what you
No,
would do.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
just like
That's
talk
very
about
true.
you and then okay, bye.
Very true.
And everything was on your time. Blah 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 blah.
But I care about you.
I know you care about me.
I do support you.
I know you support me, and you've always supported
I
me.
would kill somebody for you.
Would you really?
Yeah.
Would you try the body though?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're not strong enough for that.
I'm not, but I would.
She would go find somebody and be like,
No,
"Hey,
I
yo."
would go find somebody. I would fight
She'd
somebody.
get Jordan.
She'll cut the
Jordan would
pieces
do
in
it.
half.
Yeah,
Jordan
Jordan would
would do
shoot
it.
somebody.
Jordan would shoot somebody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think I could ever kill someone for you.
I know.
Wow.
I don't.
Josh could never kill someone.
Can you kill somebody for me?
I don't know if I could
Can
kill
you,
somebody.
or will you?
I would defend you.
Yeah,
I think you
defend
would
is
I
punch
would-
different.
somebody.
Huh?
I think you would punch somebody.
Yeah.
Yeah, but not kill.
No.
That's
No,
a that's
not kill.
extreme.
I just don't know if I would kill in general.
I would say kill somebody for you, but you wouldn't want that.
No, absolutely not. First of all, that would be so much more on your psyche than mine.
Yeah, but he's okay with it.
Oh. Granted, we did talk briefly in another episode about how in a zombie apocalypse, having to switch to be like it's his first survival at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Some of us may have to kill someone. And I asked questions and it's like, who do you think among us would be the most likely person to kill someone first?
You.
And so I said myself, I think, or maybe you.
I think you said me.
I said you, and then me, and then I said Ryan. And then,
I'm last place.
and then
for sure.
Ian was like, it's me. I'd probably kill someone. But then it'd probably be you, and then Ryan's like, yeah, so in every situation, Ryan, you're the last person.
Oh, I'm 100% the last person. I know that about myself.
Ryan's gonna be farming and scavenging.
Yeah.
No, that's the rule that I picked too. I'm like, I will scavenge. I will scout around. I'll go creeping around and I'll find some cool stuff. Find some cool rocks. I'll bring it back for us.
I'll
you
find
know?
a cool stick.
I'll find so many cool sticks. You know me. I'll find materials. That's what I'm good at. I'm not killing anybody.
Do you think I would kill somebody? Like, could you see me killing somebody?
In a zombie apocalypse, yes.
Yeah.
In a
yeah.
zombie apocalypse, yeah, I can definitely see it.
No, I think when in those situations, like, I become very protective.
Yeah. I think, I don't know if even in real
It's
life
like
if that would
extreme
happen.
situations.
But I think definitely like when you get protective, you're like,
I'm ready to kill people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did we want to answer the love languages question and then end the podcast?
yeah, we can.
So, what would you guys say? Because the camera's on you guys. Is your camera?
Is love language like what you give to show love?
There's
Or what you want.
do
How
to
you-
show
how
love,
you-
and then how you want to receive.
How you
Okay.
prefer to show you?
So they're two different things, or they could be the exact same thing.
Okay.
So how do you show other people you love them?
I think words.
Words of
Yeah, so
affirmation.
the 5 types are acts of service, there's gifting, quality time, words of affirmation, and physical touch.
Okay, so I think quality time is both. Like, that's how I feel loved and give
Sure.
love.
Like, I'm
And
here.
gifts is giving.
Yeah. She's a big gifter.
Yeah, and physical touch, I guess. Yeah. I think it's in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
I think I feel it that way.
So your top 2 is quality time and gift giving.
Well, I would say for receiving, you like acts of service.
Yes.
You like when people do things.
Yes,
for
I
you.
like.
Do
Yeah.
things for me, I don't want to do things.
Well, it's just it makes me feel like you pay attention and you're thinking of me.
Sure.
Yeah.
Like that to know that this would be helpful, and you're really good at that.
Hmm.
Like you're be like, I'll go take out your trash, and I'll go do this, and I'll do that.
Get you some water.
Yeah, and go get you some water.
Yeah.
You've been in here for too long. Get some water.
Yeah. What you?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
I would say for expressing, I would say quality time for both.
Okay.
Because to
Physical
me,
touch.
yeah, and for receiving physical touch, and then for giving acts of service.
We were never touched as children.
That's when Daisy told me that, she's like, it's because you were never held as a child, and I was like, accurate.
You're right.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like mom gave lots of hugs, I think, but there's definitely a void. Like that was the only thing.
Yeah. There wasn't a lot of physical intimacy.
What about you?
So for like showing love, I think it's receiving gifts. Quality time, I feel like it's just like a given. I feel like because if I like you, I'm gonna want to spend all my time with you,
Sure.
and vice versa. And then like I feel like all of them honestly.
Yeah.
But I think words of affirmation, I compliment you all the time.
It's true. You do that.
I feel like I also give words too.
And then for receive, I do like receiving thoughtful gifts.
True. Sucks for you in my case. Because I don't know my love language.
Yeah.
But you did say you appreciate all the little knickknacks.
It's true.
No, he appreciates when I give them to him. Except he's saying that he doesn't give me.
Oh,
so-
yeah, we had a whole conversation about this last
We're
year.
not gonna-
Because Josh and I are not gift, as you know, I'm not a gift giver.
Yeah.
Josh is also
But
not
I
a gift
do
giver.
really like acts of service, and then
I
probably
like
also physical touch.
Yeah. You do love yourself.
I just want cuddles.
That's fair.
Word.
For me, I feel like my love language that I show people is acts of service.
Yeah.
But like that's my main one. Because I feel like for me, like I've always been the person that people say like, oh, you can't do that, whatever. Can't do that, can't do this, can't do that. So I'm like, I can do all these things, and I'll do them for you.
Right.
So that's how I show my love to people. I feel like that's my main one.
Mm-hmm.
And then receiving, honestly, just quality time.
Mm-hmm.
Like we can be in a room together, and that's good for me. I'm like, yay.
Parallel play
Most
is
of the times we're in a
excellent.
room together, not doing anything with each other.
Yeah, parallel play. That's great. We would do that too. She would be sitting and she'd be like on her phone watching TikToks, The TV would be on. I'd be playing my Switch. And we're just chilling.
Yeah.
That's like the best time.
It's so nice.
all you need.
It's so calming. Like I
Yeah.
don't have to do anything. You can just exist.
I don't have to entertain you. Like
Yeah.
we could just be here and just enjoy each other's presence.
And it's so nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
But like sometime play with me.
Yeah. But it's so nice. But I would say that's like that main one for me. Like just quality time that's how I love to see it.
Word.
Yeah.
Ooh, like right now.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
funny.
Quality time.
Well,
All right, Daisy, take us out.
Yep.
Me?
Yep.
What do I do?
Take us out.
Take us out to the parallel silly.
Parallel city where the
Parallel
last
city.
is lean in the world's already.
Nah, no, Ian will do it. Go.
All right.
Okay. All right.
So thank you guys for watching / listening to this episode of the podcast. I hope that you really enjoyed our guest Daisy. Fans to Daisy.
Thank you for coming on, Daisy.
Yeah, thank you very much for coming on. It's
I'll be back.
about time.
Yeah.
And if you will, we'll leave the couches like this. But but yeah, I hope you guys liked it. Maybe we split this up into 2 episodes. So I
We'll
don't
see
know
what
what
the
that's exactly
editing
going to
is
look
like.
like.
We'll split it up.
Oh
It's an
my
hour and 42
goodness.
minutes.
But
Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of editing.
yeah, we'll see you guys next time.
Bye.